Hello, welcome in. This is Cleo Ra. I run my own independent pirate tarot station to give you the true power over your reality, and to give you the keys to create your own reality. So I don't work for anyone. I'm not part of a spiritual community. I represent my family because I've got my house in order. And I'm here to mix things up, and give people the true directions back to source, so you don't get stuck in any loopholes, any labyrinths, all that stuff. So that being said, I'm going to get into it. Archangel Michael, thank you for blessing this reading. To all beings in non-physical who move in the love, who wish to convey a message through me, I welcome you in at this time and thank you in advance for your love and your guidance. Okay, I have been trying to get the cards on. Some little random said to me, you make me skeptical because I can't see the cards. It's like, listen, I'm not sat at a desk. I do what my ancient ancestors did, and I sit on the floor in humility to God, right? I'm humble like that. So whatever, bitch. Whatever. Okay, we've got the Ace of Pentacles, Team Godhead. I'm getting that this is a new pathway that someone's starting from their sovereign positionings. This is strong. This is mega. It takes a lot of focus to get an Ace of Pentacles pathway started up. So someone's done it. Someone's growing a beautiful garden. There we go. Ace of Wands as well. Let me show you her beautiful garden that she's growing with the castle in the background. We only operate from our sovereign nature on Cleo Ra, and we watch how the universe responds when we decide we're not going to take any disrespect. We're not going to deal with anyone who hasn't got that old school respect, devotion, or loyalty. So it's all about how it feels. And I feel like someone's making big decisions to make major moves with the Ace of Wands, Ace of Pentacles. We've got death energy. This is a big transformation. Running out of situations that are not good, don't feel good. I feel like, because this is kind of like Michael Jackson Thriller video artwork over here. Someone's made a big decision with the death card to transform something in their life and to get something moving via focus. You've created this new pathway, and the universe must respond to what you're telling it. If you turn away from things that have made you feel bad, if you turn away from disrespectful people that want to hang on to you just because they want to benefit from your presence, I'm getting that someone's escaping something or creating something really beautiful in its place. There we go. We've got the title card coming out. We can create whatever we want. All we've got to do is picture it, imagine it, and put our focus and our God-given divine currency in that direction. So that's what I'm getting that someone has done here. Beautiful, powerful stuff. And the title card is a card of someone who's been initiated, someone who's got their head off of the ground level, and you've got your head up in the sky with the gods, with God, with the deities, right? Nine of Cups. Come on, who is this? Who is this powerful one? Wish fulfillment. Someone's understanding that you know if you're on the right path by how you feel. And if you don't feel fully satisfied, well, you're not on the right path. Someone's going for the full satisfaction here. This is initiate level stuff. This is the freedom of the mind and what it brings you when you realize you are enough. You are everything to God. You are everything to the universe. You have hordes and hordes of non-physical energies wrapping their love around you at all times. And you know what the non-physicals want more than anything? For us to be satisfied on a personal level. And then that satisfaction flows outwards. And then we really change the world, but we can't do anything good for the world while we feel like crap, right? So someone's got this major sense of self-importance, quite rightly. And I'm a big lover of Abraham Hicks. I think Abraham Hicks saves people's lives. Abraham also realigns people to their north node, just like I try and do. And I feel like someone's really found the bounty of freedom. Someone's understanding that if they're not happy, they can't do anything else for the world anyway, so the change starts inwardly. We don't need to worry about making the world a better place. All we need to do is make our world a better place, bring our own heaven onto the earth by knowing we deserve it, and that ripples out, babies. We only have control over how we feel, and I feel like someone's really getting that. Someone's getting that they are a temple of one that can help the world by finding satisfaction. We've got the Tower energy here. So I feel like someone could be escaping an old situation in a major way, leaving the dust and the rubble and really focusing on what makes them feel good. The Ace of Wands would tell me that you found something you're passionate about to represent. Could be you, could be a business, could be anything. But we can't create our own realities until we know who we are, what we represent, and how the universe really works. So I'm getting that someone's got a lot of power. This is like turbo torque power. You know when you hear a motorbike going, you know, rum, 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 that's what I'm getting here. And you're leaving behind anything that doesn't support you. It's about teamwork, it's about harmony, it's about that devotion and that respect. Page of Pentacles, going through to a new physical reality. And look at this one. He's all over this food like, yes, beautiful. Let me eat. Let me get what I came to this planet for. You know, we didn't come to this planet to pretend we're in non-physical all day long. We've got to honor the physical. And I feel like that's what someone's doing. Someone's realizing that the physical is just as magical as the non-physical. Just because the non-physical powers the physical doesn't mean the physical's irrelevant, right? We've got to honor the physical. And I'm getting that someone's seeing the physical reality as a gift. It's so nice to be able to touch things and feel things and eat things and buy things. And that's a beautiful thing, you know? Five of Wands, yeah. Someone's found that inner fighter, the urge to really love yourself and be willing to represent and fight for yourself, right? Five of Cups here. We've got this dancer on the carpet. So I feel like, you know, you could be feeling like, you know, come at me, life. You know, you've got some armory here. You've got some weaponization. I feel like you're no longer afraid to stick up for yourself, something like that. And I feel like you're switching any disappointment into pure fire. There we go with another ace on the bottom of the deck, the Ace of Swords. Seeing yourself clearly, knowing clearly. I'm getting this energy of someone knows something clearly now, and I'm hearing laughter in my mind, like maybe all the things that bothered you before, you're seeing it from the vantage point of source energy. Like, you know what, I'm immortal. I'm not going to over identify with any disappointing situations. I'm going to take a Five of Cups and I'm going to use it to redirect myself, because if something feels disappointing, if something feels bad, it's not for me. It's redirection to what feels good. Let's have a look. Show me this Five of Cups. Someone's gotten up, right? And this is why I love this deck. It's so Persian. Someone's gotten up from being on the ground. Now you're dancing again. Beautiful. Life is a gift, right? And when we realize that our little human lives, one little human life does not define us. We've been coming back here over and over and over again for a long time. And when you can get that vantage point, you no longer over-identify with how people have treated you or anything like that, you know, because it's easy to get stuck in the mind. It's easy to get stuck in emotions. And I'm getting that someone has released themselves from this and they're flying. You're flying towards your goals. Yeah, there's this real energy here of someone escaping a sticky mess, someone realizing they don't have to over-identify with how people treat them. Because, you know, I've been picking up on the human consciousness since I was a little girl. And there's a lot of humans that feel like if they haven't got their life perfect by the time they're 20 or whatever, they look around and they see other kids, right, getting treated a certain way, and they automatically feel like, well, I must be inferior if all those kids have got parents that love them, if all those kids have got nice holidays and, you know, nice people around them, and I don't have that. It must mean that I'm inferior. No, we're seeing things from the bigger picture now. We're realizing we choose these lives to test our soul and to define ourselves more. So I'm getting statuesque. Someone's accessing their higher self in a level that's making them realize they pull in energies from multiple lifetimes, multiple times and places. And one little event that causes you emotional pain or disappointment does not define you, but it does redirect you. Okay, let's use these fairy cards and we'll get something for this Five of Cups. You, Ace of Wands again. There we go, burning through any pain. You know, I feel like someone's ambitious here. Someone really wants to get something done. Come here, there's a hair in my deck. Okay. This is real powerful here. I feel like you're realizing you're the gift. You're the gift in people's lives, and without you, it all falls down. You know, people love to be controlling, don't they? They love to think they've got a powerful person in a position where you're serving them, where you aid them somehow. But I'm getting no, someone's broken out of this. Yeah, look at this, the Empress on the Five of Wands. So people are starting to realize that to be an emperor or an empress, You've got to be ready to defend your territory. You've got to be ready to defend yourself. You know, so many people hide behind spirituality, but when you keep flowing love towards people who crap on you, the universe can't reward you for that. You need to have that pillar of severity to know when to stop giving your energy, or the universe cannot give you what you want. And now I'm realizing that someone's developed that, you know, someone's developed that pillar of severity. And I feel like now you're realizing, you know, sometimes words just come out my mouth. That's what happens with psychics. So I feel like I was speaking for the person who's realizing when I said, now I'm realizing that I can't just flow my love around like it's, you know, like it's Disneyland, or like we're not in non-physical right now. We need to defend our physical territory, especially if we want to be an emperor or an empress. And the empress is protected in her Garden of Eden. So I feel like that's what someone's doing here. 5 of Wands with the Page of Pentacles. Again, that 5 of Wands energy. Being ready to cook up new things. Using your non-physical allies more than you rely on the people around you is the key to success. Knowing that we are outnumbered billions by billions. You know, when it comes to the non-physicals, you will always get the best entourage from your non-physical, you know, gang, rather than the humans around you. And when we can truly believe in that which is unseen, we become unstoppable, because we don't have to be manipulated by the physical surroundings. We can start anchoring in energies from all of our multi-dimensional lives. And I feel like someone's really found their power here. Yeah, look what's flipping over with the Star. I think it's time for you to emerge. It's time for you to realize I'm immortal. God loves me, the universe loves me, and the universe serves your focus and your intent. Let's have a look with this 9 of Cups. 5 of Pentacles. So I feel like someone was sick of ending up in that 5 of Pentacles positioning over and over again. And it needs to happen. We need to have these energies circling around to us over and over again before we realize, okay, if I don't change something, nothing's going to change. I need to take responsibility for my creations, and I need to be a fighter. I need to be strong. I need to be fiery, or the world's just going to keep eating me up. And they will. They don't care. Everything in this planet is selfishly inclined. And I feel like someone's realizing now God wants you to be selfish. God wants you to fill up your own cup first. Remember what Jesus said. You can't feed them from an empty cup. And you can't hide behind love and light forever, flowing your love out and expecting the universe to respond to you as if you're wonderful just because you're loving. Because when you love the wrong people, when you give love to the wrong places, you take on their karma. Yeah, you take on the karma. You think flowing love to predators and narcissists is going to get you what you want? It won't. It will leave you in the 5 of Pentacles over and over again. And this isn't me making the rules. I just honor universal law. I'm just a translator of the non-physical. So someone got sick of this. Maybe you were helping a lot of people for a long time. Listen, I learned through experience. When you're a kind little girl and you do everything to be harmonic, it doesn't really get you anywhere. Life will only start going good for people when they understand they need those 2 pillars. So I'm happy to see that someone's developed that. The Magician and the Lovers. So there's some teamwork going on here with the Lovers. And I feel like your heart is guiding you. The Magician is so powerful. These 2 cards together are so powerful. You're using everything you've got. And look what we've got in the background. The 2 pillars. No one can be in a magician position until they understand the true universal law, right? Let's have a look. Let's get some more for this Lovers card. So I feel like you're guided by love, and it has to start with self-love. You can't just keep flowing your love out like, you know, without any distinguishing, without any determination. It's got to be focus pocus. We've got the Hanged Man here. So I feel like someone's submitting to love, or you're seeing things differently. I really feel like someone's built up non-physical support, and I feel like your guide in non-physical, this could be multiple guys. Someone's holding your hand non-physically and giving you extra energy and extra power because you've allowed it in. You've submitted to the universal laws. And there's some wisdom here that you've picked up on that is now installed within you. I'm getting this message. No one can stop you now. No one can stop you. You might have been around people who, by helping them, it was stopping you. We only get so many earth minutes. We only get so much time on this earth. And I feel like someone is spending their time focused in the right ways, following the universal laws, and getting their cups filled up first. Show me. 7 of Wands with the Death card. So you've had enough here. You're drawing a sovereign line in the sand and realizing that your life is your own. You came here to be the artist, the creator, the director of your own life. And if you can find harmonic, respectful people to deal with, then cool. But I feel like maybe you are cutting yourself out of old timelines, old groups. I feel like something was just going round in circles over and over again. And these karmic loops, they will. The same situation will present itself over and over again until we learn to crack the code, tweak our consciousness, and escape. And this is invisible work. This is the sort of stuff that can mess your head up. You're like, why does this keep happening to me? Until you learn your lesson, right? Someone's learned their lesson and they've escaped. This is beautiful. This is a big escape, being rewarded with big, big power. King of Cups here with the Ace of Wands. So you've learned all the emotional lessons you needed to learn in some situation. And now you're stable. You've built this island. Let me show you this. This is Loot Lounge energy. This is you being on your own personal island, building a beautiful lagoon inside yourself. This is like bounteous. A bounteous inner world creates a bounteous outer reality. And now you're growing roses. I feel like your attention was being zapped. I feel like your focus was being zapped under the illusion of having to help people, maybe having to be nice, having to change the world. Listen, everyone's got the same opportunity to connect with non-physical energies. You don't need to save anyone. There's nothing too serious going on this planet. No one needs our pity. No one needs our help. They've got access to God themselves. And we don't help people by doing their spiritual work for them or by helping them escape the consequences of their actions. We're here forever. We're infinite. There's no big emergency, but there is this need for us to create things that give us joy and give us a sense of, yeah, this is what life's all about. 8 of Wands energy with the Ace of Pentacles. So something's moving quite quickly in your life because you've made the decision to get your house in order and to do things according to universal law rather than false spirituality, which will have you trapped in karmic loops for a long, long time. You could be a Virgo because that just flipped out. Virgo placements. You could think in quite detailed ways about things and really have to make sure you've got it right. And I feel like now you're going to get evidence from the universe that you've got it right. There's something about cats here as well. Something about cats. You could be seeing the cats behaving in a certain type of way. There we go. New stage coming out on the table. Try and get these cards on camera because I do like watching tarot readers with the cards on the camera. But I've got to hold my arms up at a strange angle to do this. So it's not natural to me. There we go. Saturn. Someone's honoring Saturn and realizing Saturn will keep delivering you the same old storyline until you do the thing you've got to do to unlock the door and escape. This is a real escape job for somebody. And I love this Ace of Wands. This is self-sufficiency. This is knowing that you don't have to rely on anyone who's disrespectful, manipulative, NPCs, who knows? We've got the root chakra here. So someone's had a download of powerful energy. They're showing me the color red here. You've maybe got a little bit of sacred rage or a bit of sacred anger. You've maybe put things into context and thought, why am I always the one in this positioning? And maybe it was because you were trying to be harmonic before, but they will use your harmony against you until you learn that the Garden of Eden needs to have walls on it. It needs to be protected because there will always be energies that want to mess up heaven on earth. We've got to be warriors in the garden. And that's what I'm getting here. Someone's realizing their life is their own and you're entitled to defend yourself. Fairy sprinkles. This is what I'm saying. You've got some fairy godmother magic in your life at the moment because you've made a new choice, a new decision to do what is right for you on this new stage. And there's a toughness with Saturn. You can't argue with Saturn. You can't ignore Saturn. You can't just go straight to Venus and live on Venus all the time. We have to honor the planets until we transmute the energies they bring us and get up into that ancient loot lounge, the higher self birth chart. That's what happens when we go through the potions of our birth chart. So someone's alchemized their Saturn placement. Someone's been using Saturn energy. You could have gone through your Saturn return, something like that. And they're telling me to tell you to expect new and beautiful energies coming in with the fairy sprinkles and the loot card. I feel like someone's finally realizing what life is all about. It's about creating a beautiful reality for yourself, finding others who you can match up with. Crown chakra activation. You're not here to be a martyr. You're not here to sacrifice your life on the altar of other people's false expectations. You know how they say, I'm here for a good time, not for a long time? Yeah, that's kind of what I'm getting here, because you're accessing a multi-dimensional kind of mindset. And I feel like you're seeing things through a new lens of consciousness. You're starting to have fun with this. You're starting to really understand, yeah, you know what? Being kind and nice all the time gets you totally taken advantage of. But actually, once you start putting your soldier boots on and you start realizing, this is my life, God gave it to me. I'm not honoring God when I'm spilling out all of my precious elixir for other people. That's not honoring God. We can only create a heaven within ourselves, and then that heaven spills out of us. And everyone's got to do their own internal work. So I really don't like some of the modern day stuff where all it is pity, we've got to change the world. No, you don't. You have to worry about yourself. Nothing and no one else. There we go. 3 of Cups. Well, that sounded a bit harsh. You know what I'm saying. You worry about your family and the house you represent. Everything else is an illusion. Society is an illusion. Care about the people who would care if you disappeared off the planet, not the ones who don't even know you exist. It's all an illusion. It only exists in our minds. So this idea of society, I don't rate it. After thousands and thousands and thousands of years on this earth, I know that all that matters is family and soul group, and that's why I focus on that. Yeah, 5 of Cups. The bye bitch. All right, is this Marilyn? Bloody Marilyn, isn't it? So someone's getting in that energy of really knowing when it's time to go. When it's time to go, and honoring Saturn is so important here, because I feel like someone's had, someone's maybe been kicked up the ass so many times. You're finally realizing, okay, that's my sign. This isn't for me. Pain is a warning that something's wrong, and you're going towards the loot. You're going towards the fairy sprinkles and picking up your wand of creative power. We've got the Hermit energy here. This is a bus energy. Maybe you're traveling somewhere alone. You're doing this alone. You're doing this in your own power. And there's something about economy here, spiritual economy, making the most of the now moment. You're pulling in a lot more energy per second. There's something about the value for money and the time here. They're showing me an hourglass that's filled up with so much sand, the sand's not flowing. So it's almost like your time has raised its stocks. Your time is worth more now. You're seeing your time as more precious, because focus is money. Everything is currency. Your focus is precious. And I feel like you are reevaluating your focus here. 8 of Cups energy. Yeah, it's time to give up on the things that keep telling us they're not working, and go out and get that loot. Let's get that happiness. That benefits the world far more than projecting out energies of, oh, the world's terrible, what are we gonna do? No, you're looking for the abundance now. There's so much more abundance on this planet than there is suffering anyway. It's just, we live in a hypnotic state. If you're always looking at the news, or you're always looking at things that have horrible energy in, then your human mind is going to be hypnotized that that's really how things are. But I feel like someone is now, I'm hearing prone to victory. Now you're like, victory only. I'm going for this. I'm doing this. 6 of Wands energy. I love this Catwoman card. It's crazy. 7 of Cups on the bottom of the deck. So you could be inundated with ideas now. You've freed yourself from illusions. I'm hearing false prophets here. False prophets. So you freed yourself from the hypnotic effect of false prophets acting like they know stuff. And it's always the ones with the least information who have the most confidence, because they want to get on Instagram real quick. They want to shove things out. They like the attention. It's all boring and it's very easy to read. We operate better when our house is in order. My channel's all about universal law, the true law, and nothing but the true law. 2 of Wands, making plans. So your alchemical advice here is to keep making plans with your crown on. Nothing else will do. We have to have our crowns on and our royalty established. Cobra energy, okay? And we need to bring that root chakra energy with us, that Saturn energy with us. We can't pretend we haven't got it, because we're the most primal creatures on the planet. You think the lions are primal, you think the tigers are primal. Well, we're top of the food chain, and we're God's highest creation. We are far more primal than any other creature on earth, more primal than the crocodiles, the snakes. Yeah, it's us, baby. You've learnt your lessons. Getting the number 22 coming through, which is actually the full guard, a new start. You've gone through this. You see the big 0 here? Infinite possibilities. And I feel like you're just going to be inundated with beautiful ideas. Saying only make plans from a sovereign positioning. We've got the Magician here. The Magician is a sovereign being. He understands his true place in the endless cosmic ocean. And he knows he's here to create for himself and attract in what he needs for him, his soul family, and the ones who really matter. So I hope this reading's helped somebody. This is an amazing escape with someone who's really, you know, gotten to grips with reality, how it works, having the house in order. We're not cancelling out our shadow. We're not cancelling out parts of us that will bite us on the ass if we try to. We're taking it all with us, and we're being proud of what God gave us. We're proud of our teeth. We're proud of our fighting prowess. And when we anchor that energy in, no one wants to mess with you. You know, it's funny when you do martial arts, for example, you're on such a beautiful frequency, no one messes with you. When you're a sweet, kind little girl, they all come at you. Until you activate that fighter, everyone wants to fight you. The minute the fight is activated within you, everyone leaves you alone. So being a warrior promotes peace is what I'm getting here. Well done, darling. This looks like a beautiful escape, beautiful crown on energy, growing a beautiful garden in your soul, doing it alone if needs be, knowing the right ones will be magnetized in at the right time. Oh, baby, go get that loot. I love it. Mwah.